Hey everybody, and welcome to the weekly scopes from the 16th of April right up until the 22nd of April. And yes guys, we have got a lot going on this week. We've got Venus entering out of bounds, and then we've got Mercury going retrograde on the 21st. Of course, we've got the hybrid solar new moon eclipse, what's in a separate file, on the 20th of April. And then on the 22nd of April, we've got Jupiter going into Aries. A lot of astrological movements this week. So the Venus out of bounds file, the solar eclipse new moon file, and the Mercury retrograde file, and the Jupiter entering Aries file are all going to be separate on the playlist. Either check out the link in the description or the playlist, and the videos for Venus out of bounds, Jupiter entering Aries, and Mercury retrograde and the solar new moon eclipse will all be there. So on the 16th of April, we have a balsamic moon at 8 minutes past 7 p.m. GMT time. All times are in GMT. So the balsamic moon phase is an ideal time for self-reflection and continuing or starting the work of letting go of your past and anything else that's holding you back. It's an opportunity to review the past month, or year, or day, whatever, and release any psychological or emotional baggage or negative patterns that may be holding you back. This is a time to slow down, listen to your intuition, and give yourself the space you need to process and heal. If you need to, if you want to know more about what to do on the balsamic moon phase, then check out the playlist. I've recorded like a 2-3 minute audio there as well for that. Okay, so on the 17th of April, the moon enters void of course, and as you know, this is the time that some astrologers say that you should put off important things. So it enters void of course at 24 minutes past midnight, then enters Pisces at 22 minutes past 4, all times are in GMT. So when the moon is in Pisces, this can heighten, increase emotions, intuition and creativity. This transit encourages us to explore our inner worlds and dive deeper into our spiritual and imaginative pursuits. It's a good time to reflect on our dreams and aspirations, as well as to engage in artistic or meditative practices. However, we may also feel more sensitive and vulnerable during this time, so it's important to take care of ourselves and practice self-care. And if you want to know more about the moon in Pisces, then that's in the playlist as well. Also, there's a semi-square between Venus and Jupiter at this time, so this adds that some of us, especially us with strong 2nd, 7th, Venus, Jupiter, 9th, 12th house, Sagittarius energy in our charts, may socialise more, overindulge in our sensual pleasures like eating, drinking and doing things to excess. This can result in physical discomfort, so be careful about what you're doing, don't overdo it. Also, this transit can bring insincerity in romantic relationships, which could lead to hurt feelings and emotional trauma. So the best approach to this period is to be aware of their potential negative effects and to practice moderation and not doing things going over the top. Also today, Venus enters out of bounds at 10:13. As I said, that's in a separate audio. On the 18th of April, there's nothing to report. On the 19th of April, the moon enters void of course at 6:27 p.m. The moon also enters Aries at 7:23 p.m. as well. So when the moon enters Aries, individuals may experience a spontaneous inclination to pursue their desires without considering the consequences of their actions. As a result, this could cause a potential unstable period, as people can rely on their instincts rather than their rational thinking right now. So yeah, that's the 19th of April. On the 20th of April, we've got a new moon solar hybrid eclipse. The new moon starts at 5:13. The solar eclipse starts at 5:17. If you want to know more about those, check out the audio. The moon's north node also goes stationary direct, so this allows us to support the energy of the hybrid eclipse that wants us to, tap into our spiritual side. It can be like a rare unicorn sighting, so don't miss out on that. Let the power of this magical moment pump you up like a gym bro on leg day, giving you the courage and strength to level up and smash those goals. Use the crystal clear clarity and freaky deaky insight available to you right now by all of this energy of the moon's north node, retrograde, and obviously this powerful hybrid eclipse to allow you to take giant leap forwards towards the life of your wildest fantasies. So yeah, on the 21st of April, the moon goes into void, of course, again at 9:06 and stays there. Mercury also enters station retrograde at 9:35 a.m. GMT time. That's in a separate file. On the 22nd of April, the moon enters Taurus at 32 minutes past midnight on the 22nd of April. So the moon sliding into Taurus means it's time to stop chasing rainbows and focus on paying those bills. So don't worry, this is a perfect time to get your life together and take charge. The moon is pumped up to help you make some boss moves towards your dreams. So keep calm and adult on. And also it amplifies the energy of the hybrid solar eclipse, which was yesterday and which is going to affect us all for the next 24 months. And in that video I talk about what the solar eclipse means for the 12 sun, moon and rising signs, so check that out so you can know what to focus on during that time as well. Also today on the 22nd, Mercury makes a sextile to Mars. So this aspect is generally favourable as it brings about harmonious relationships between the energies of Mercury and Mars. Mercury represents communication, intellect and quick-wittedness, while Mars represents motivation, energy and assertiveness. So this sextile aspect is favourable for taking action towards achieving your goals, as your subconscious intuition and logical minds can work together at this time. So yeah, Mercury's making a sextile to Mars, but also Pluto's making a square to the Sun. So again, this adds to power struggles and underlying tensions in relationships, so just watch out for that. People can be more manipulative, but it also allows for you to make radical change, which was the theme of the new moon hybrid solar eclipse, so it's supporting all of that. It's essential to approach this time with caution and mindfulness, as the potential for conflicts are also increased, but so is sometimes we have these conflicts and these can lead to greater truth and honesty in our relationships, which improves them in the long run or moves them out of our lives, which in turn improves our relationships. So paradox, but a good one. Also today at 45 minutes past midnight, Jupiter enters Aries, so I'm going to talk about that in a separate audio. On the 23rd of April, the moon void of course starts at 1:44 p.m. Also the moon goes into its crescent moon phase at 9:43 p.m. So it's time to get your butt in gear. The waxing phase is the prime moment to start making those moves towards your goals. If you've been slacking on your health game, like chowing down on those greasy burgers and neglecting your daily exercise routine, now is the time to snap out of it. The cosmic energy is here to give you the kick in the pants you need to focus on your well-being, your career, your spirituality, or anything else you've been putting off. And hey, why not use this opportunity to brush up on some of the knowledge that will help you climb the ladder of success. So yeah, let's do this. Also today, the transiting sun is conjunct the moon's north node, and Venus is making a sextile quadrant to Pluto as well. So the sun's conjunction to the moon's north node allows us to focus on our spiritual growth and intuition. It's considered the time for individuals to listen to their inner voice and trust their instincts. This transit encourages us to follow our true path and live authentically. It's essential to stay mindful of your life lessons during this time, as they are likely to be more significant. In terms of the holistic and psychological meanings, this transit promotes inner reflection and self-discovery, leading to a more harmonious and balanced life. The best use of this transit is to focus on your inner growth rather than achieving external achievements, as the universe is pushing you forward to fulfill your spiritual journey, or, you know, your intellectual or philosophical one, which whatever's your bag, it's pushing you to do that. Venus is also in a sextile quadrant with Pluto, so this signifies a potential power struggle and manipulation in relationships as well, and this influence can take a toll, affect your interpersonal dynamics, especially in relationships that are romantic or committed. Both Venus and Pluto are associated with the themes of love and power, and this transit can trigger issues related to control and manipulation. Being aware of power imbalances and abusive behaviour during this transit is helpful, and maintaining healthy boundaries is important as well. Focus on open communication and avoid manipulation, and doing this you can navigate any battles that come up during this transit in a positive and constructive way. And you should release any power struggles by letting go of ego and embracing a more compassionate and loving approach in your relationships as well. This transit's holistic spiritual and psychological meaning invites us to reflect on our relationship dynamics and the power dynamics with them, with a view to learning and growing and letting go of toxic traits and move towards healthy relationships with ourselves and with others as well. So yeah, that was the weekly scopes from the 16th to the 22nd of April. Take care and thanks for listening.